All right, so we are working on when we're given a percent from a whole, how to calculate that. So there's going to be like three different parts to this, all basically the same thing. It just changes the way that the answers are written. So make sure that you read these because that's going to be the key really for this. If you're going to find 55% of 180, you're basically in your calculator just going to put 55 of means times 180. So I put that in my calculator. It's been a while, so let me make sure that that's what it is. It would be 0.55 times 180. So it'd be 99%. So it would be 0.15. You would have to make it into the decimal. And that's going to get you an answer of 99. So basically, it's saying 55%. That's a little bit more than half, right? So we can kind of justify that 99 makes sense because 90 would be half of 180 and 99 is a little bit more than that. So that's how we can make sure that that's correct. So if you need to write down steps, there's a couple of different ways you can do this in the calculator. If you want to change it to a decimal, which is just what I've always done, step one would be change to a decimal. And the way that you do that is you just see that the invisible decimal is always at the end, right? If it's not in the number. And then you always move it twice because 100 is two place values. So it makes it 0.55. So two, you need to know that of means multiply. And then three, you would just multiply it by the 180. So the number that they give you. The other thing you can do on your calculator is lots of times now they have the percent button on your calculator. So I believe, let me double check. I could do 180 times 55% in my calculator, and it'll do that. Let me see if it'll do it the other way. 55% times 180, because sometimes the calculators are picky. Yeah, you could do that too. So depending on what calculator you're using, you can literally just type this in and know that of means multiply. Okay. So 55% times 180, or based on the commutative property of multiplication, we should know that 180 times 55% is the same exact thing. Either way, it's going to get you 99. And again, we're just finding 55% of the number. Oh, that was not 1800. We're finding 55% of the number. Like what would be 55% of 180 if I had to give it away, right? So being able to justify it's a little bit more than half kind of helps us guarantee our answer is correct. So let's put that in here and see what it tells us. Yep, tells us we're good. Okay. So I guess for the rest of this video, we should probably use the percent because you're going to have a calculator that can do that. So we're just going to do 92% in your calculator. And again, depending on what calculator you're using, there are all different ways to put them in the calculator. So if you need help figuring out how to put it into your calculator, then you can just get on a one-on-one with me and we will figure that out. But of means multiply and 250. So 92% of 250. That means almost all of it, right? So when you put that in your calculator, I got 230. And again, I would justify like 92% is almost all of it. 230 is almost all of 250. So it makes sense. Okay. So just kind of rationalizing that a little bit. 30% of 10, or sorry, wow, can't read today. 30% of 100. So type it in correctly. Remember, of means multiply is going to be 30. So we're going to type that in and it gets us 30. Sorry, my dog is licking and I can't stand it. Hey. Okay. Then let's see what the next part is. So that one's pretty basic. It's giving you the answers as whole numbers, right? Then another part of the assignment is going to have you determine the exact answer. So this one tells you find 35% of 22. So same concept, of still means to multiply. So when we put that into our calculator, 35% times 22, it gets us 7.7. So it wants the exact answer. Okay. So some are going to want a whole number, some of them are going to want an exact answer. So just be real careful to pay attention to that. This is the one that's probably going to get you the most. Still the same concept, but it tells you right below it, it wants you to round the answer to the nearest tenth. So let's talk place value rounding real quick. This is your whole number, right? Anything in front of the decimal. And then you have place values after. You need to remember this is your tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. So we're going to stop behind the tenths place when it says to round to the nearest tenth. So again, 50% of 40, that means multiply. So in my calculator, 50% times 40. And that one actually got us a whole number, so we don't have to round. So if it already came out, it came out to 20 in my calculator. Let me make sure I put it in there correctly. Well, yeah, duh. Half of 40 is 20. Duh. 20 divided by 2. So in that case, it's my whole number. I don't have to round. So we're just going to go with that answer. So round if needed. Let's look at this one. So we've got 25% of 34. So again, of means to multiply. So we're going to do 25% times 34, and it gets me 8.5. So if I'm going to round, I don't have to because it's already stopping in my tenths place, just like the other piece was. So we're just going to say 8.5, hit enter, and we're good there. And then let's check out the next one. So again, when it says to round, sometimes it's going to give you whole numbers. Sometimes it's already going to be at the tenths place. Sometimes you're going to have to actually round it out. I'm trying to see if there's one that does that so we can actually see it. All right, maybe it doesn't. Maybe this just said rounding and it gives it to you. Yeah, it looks like it already gives it to you in the tenths place. So if you need any help with that, just let me know. Other than that, 10 points, get more money.